So one of the nice things about the MX3 is it has a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary input. I don't know if you can see that good enough, but it's right down here. It also has 6 USB ports and an Ethernet port here in case you want to just use wired Ethernet. And what's nice about that is if you're using this in your office and you have this sitting on your desk, because this MX3 would make the clock app on it is an excellent office assistant because of its integration with email and calendar programs. So, but yeah, so you can actually just I'm just plugging into my laptop here, then I'm going to plug it in right there, and now it's an actual desktop. It's actual speakers for your PC, so you don't have to buy separate speakers anymore for your PC. You can just plug right into your clock, which makes it nice. And to access auxiliary input, you just go to the main menu on the GUI, or you can do it on the button panel here. A lot of times I just use the buttons because it's simpler, or faster than, you know, pulling up this GUI. But yeah, so you just come down here to knobs and then scroll down to auxiliary input, and then just select on and save it. And then if you go back up to the home screen, you can see that it's turned this on and it's got auxiliary input on. So now if I play a file from my laptop, you can hear, well, you probably can't tell from there, but you can hear it coming out. As you see, I can adjust the volume. Up on the hill. Now turning it off right now doesn't do anything because it doesn't actually control the laptop. I have to actually pause it here. So this on-off button functionality will probably change later. I might mute it or something like that. But yeah, for now that's that works pretty good. And then when you're done using it, you just go back to knobs, and then you say you turn off the auxiliary input and save. And one of the things that you should know too about this is let's say you have an alarm set to go off and it's set on auxiliary input. Well, there's a switch, a hardware controlled switch in there that will actually turn off the auxiliary input so the alarm can play. And then when it's done playing the alarm, it will switch it back, or once the alarm's turned off, it will switch it back to the auxiliary input. And also, if you reboot the clock and it was set on auxiliary input, when it comes back up, it will still be an auxiliary input. So it retains that setting.